stretched after this? We all good? It's not contagious, but it is very disgusting. So don't worry about me. Same old, same old. Because my healthcare plan is WebMD, I have been trying a lot of home remedies. Any other home remedy sluts here tonight? Yeah. We live in a broken healthcare system. Very good, very good. The first home remedy it suggested to me was try crying. Is that where we are as a society? That's what we're offering the American people? Just Google yelling at you like, oh, are you in pain? Why don't you cry about it, you little bitch? I did cry. Mostly at the state of the world, but I do feel better. I recommend it. I get deja vu a lot because my third eye is fine. Anyone else a witch? Anyone else getting visions, right? I'll be the first to say it. I don't think we're giving deja vu enough credit as a society. I think conversationally we're treating deja vu like it's the hiccups or something. Like, oh, that's so weird. I hate when that happens. No, I just told you I tapped into the divine. If you could give that the credit it deserves, right? I remember the first time I got deja vu, I was like 6 years old. I had no idea what it was. I was with my parents. I was like, Mom, Dad, the weirdest thing just happened. I was like here, but I wasn't here, and time is meaningless, and I think we're all one. And they were like, oh yeah, everybody gets that. Just shove that deep down and work until you die, okay, sweetheart? Just take that as a reminder to work harder, all right, champ? Love you, ignore the spark within yourself. I've been thinking about my gender identity a lot lately. I know I looked like I was going to say that. It's true. I got there. Don't worry. Yeah, I came out as non-binary recently. Thank you. Partly because it's my truth, but mostly for the attention. So that felt great. Thank you. If you don't know what that means, basically it just means I feel like I fall more on a gender spectrum, if you will. Like, for example, I know I'm very much a woman in that straight men really want to fuck me, but I'm very much a boy in that much older straight men also want to fuck me. It's a spectrum, you guys. And what's cool is that they all get to. Every last one of them. That's what's cool about it. Regardless of my own gender identity, though, something that's been bothering me a lot recently, I'm sick of men accusing women of fucking their way to the top, as if that wouldn't also be very hard work, right? Like, almost more work, I think. Like, that isn't a thing, first of all, but if it were a thing and I learned one of my colleagues had done it to achieve her position, I'd be way more impressed. I'd be like, wow, she's really committed. Ugh. The joke here is that sex with men is bad. Are we all clear on the joke? Cool. I don't know what it is about that joke that makes women laugh really hard and men's posture get really good all of a sudden. But quick emotional check-in, okay? If you're feeling defensive right now, you're bad at sex. So that's all that means. Just be better. That's all. I was telling that joke recently, and a man audibly yelled from the crowd. He was like, well, you're just not having sex with the right men. No, I've had sex with all of the men, actually. The numbers are in, okay? They're not good at it. The only explanation I can come up with for why I've ever had nearly satisfying sex with a man is because I figured out how to have sex at him. While he's just doing whatever it is he's doing. We all walk away pretty okay with what happened. If you're a woman here tonight with a man, I want you to really take note about if he's laughing right now or not. If he is, he's secure, you guys probably communicate well, you're very happy. You'd be happier with a woman, but you know. If he's not laughing, he's an insecure man, and that's one of the types that kills people, you know? Run, is what I'm saying. Like, I'm at the top of his list right now. You're safe, but not for long, you know what I mean? Take the chance while you can. I don't feel bad telling those jokes because they know they're bad at it. And I know that they know because they always ask that question afterwards. Do you guys know what question I'm talking about? Did you come? Like, even if I did come, I just uncame from that. Believe in yourself, sir. If you have to ask that question, you know you're selling a faulty product. You know what I mean? Improve the product, we don't have to have this customer survey afterwards. You monster. Weird transition. I have been having a hard time talking to my dad lately. We get along, but we're just having a hard time seeing eye to eye politically right now. He is trying his best, but he is at his core just a white, Irish Catholic, blue-collar man from 1950s Boston, Massachusetts, you know? Oh, yeah, that's how I feel. He just thinks the way he thinks, and there's no talking him out of it. But he's that while simultaneously now being a man who lives in the hills of Vermont and is married to a polyamorous witch. So that creates quite an interesting cocktail of political views, you know? He ends up being more progressive than whatever he's bigoted against somehow. Like right now he's having a hard time with transgender issues and pronouns, and I was trying to explain to him, I was like, Dad, respecting someone's pronouns is a small but important way to validate their whole identity as a human being. And to be careless about that is just a reflection of your own privileged worldview. And he was like, Anya, I don't know why you're so attached to the language of the man-made construct of gender. Holy shit, Dad, oh my God. You're still a bigot, but I will think about it. I will chew on that. I know I talked a lot about having sex with men up here, and you guys are like, explain everything else about yourself. I do have sex with women, thank you so much. I have sex with all the genders, yeah, thank you, oh my gosh. I do, I'm out here fighting the good fight. I have sex with all the genders. I came out really early. I came out in 8th grade. I was the first girl in my whole school to come out as anything other than straight. I came out as bisexual. And that created quite a little buzz in the 8th grade girls' locker room of other girls being like, well, maybe I'm bisexual. And I was like, I don't know, girl, maybe you are. Let's talk about it. Let's figure it out. So because I'm a selfless predator, I open my doors, you know, to any 8th grade girls. Any 8th grade girls with any questions about bisexuality, feel free to swing by my office. My office being sleepovers at my house Friday through Sunday. The rest of my high school career. A lot of girls took me up on it, and I just found this way to seamlessly transition every group sleepover into a game of spin the bottle. But because I was the only girl there that was openly interested in other girls, they all had to justify it in their minds. They were like, oh, to practice for boys. And I was like, yeah, exactly. To practice for boys. Let's get ready for those boys. Let's get talented. I am prepared to put in the hours. I like to think that the boys are doing the same for us somewhere. Just huddled in a basement